Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for allocating your time for us in Student Forum LMCK 1331. We are here to listen for a few opinions on increasing crime rate among school children. Ladies and gentlemen, let us think of this situation. You are happy that your child is going to school every day, very well, but one day she came back with some beaten this on his body, and when you ask how it happened, the child said that somebody has beaten her in the school. The painful and dreadful act is called school violence, and it is increasing a lot of trouble among pupils. We are proud to be here to gain and share knowledge on crime rates among children. I will introduce our famous panels here. On my right, hello, my name is Satyashri. Well, on my left is Anlokashi, and me myself, Kausalya. We will be sharing our opinion on these matters and what actually causes the crime rate. Ms. Satya, in your opinion, what is the main cause that increase the crime rate among school children?
There are many reasons that can cause the increase in crime rate among school students. Okay, I think the main reason of this problem is due to lack of parental guidance. Parents these days are very busy. They are living a hectic lifestyle, and they are very busy to earn more money. So they tend to forget and neglect their children. So even at home, parents do not care about their children. They do not speak to their children. They don't know their children. So they will always use their gadgets such as phones and laptops at home in order to complete their work. Okay. So as a result, children will feel more depressed, and they will seek for attention in a different way, especially in a negative way. So, the communication gap between parents and children may be due to many parents are young and ill prepared for parenting. So, children may be very antisocial, and they may develop a rude behavior within them. To avoid this from happening, parents should spend their time with their children. Parents should talk more to their children, should share their thoughts with their children. I believe that many parents do not talk to their children about relationship issues. Yeah, of course. But in this era of modernization, they should be more open-minded to their children. They should share their thoughts to their children, because children, especially teenagers, they will face a lot of changes among them, physically, mentally, or emotionally. So parents should understand this and give them advices. They should be a guide for them, and they should guide them how to be more rational. They should teach them what is right and what is wrong to do in their life.
Thank you, Ms. Satya. That was really great ideas on factors that increase the crime rate among children. How about Ms. Lokashi? Do you think any other factors that you think it should be the most to raise the crime rate among children?
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. I agree with the opinion that increasing of crime rate among school children is due to lack of parental guidance. But in my opinion, the major cause of crime rate occurring among students is due to their indiscipline. I feel that all schools must have sports, environmental, and other club to channel the students' negative energy into positive and productive behavior. School, irrespective of their track record, thus should institute a mentoring program. This will not only ensure that there are disciplined students in school, but also play a vital role in building their self-esteem. The behavior that displayed by children at school is quite the opposite of they show at home. I propose that all class teachers must have clearly established rules in guiding their students' behavior, penalties for the mistake they make, and also rules must be rigidly enforced by the teachers. The Ministry of Education recently instituted several interventions to address the problem of indiscipline among students in school. Those include the placement of guidance counselor in school, where the problems are reported the most. The Health and Family Life Education program will be introduced in more school and also will be the part of the curriculum in the next academic year according to ministry official. Ministry official also play a vital role in safe and also strengthen the Parent Teacher Association, which is PTA. A national PTA coordinator was appointed to oversee this process. Recently, the Stakeholders of Education Forum introduced More recently, stakeholders at the Education Forum have proposed the introduction of a special training program for parents to sensitize their roles and responsibilities. But it was not determined who will take the responsibility about the training of workshop for parents. Thank you.
Ms. Lokashni, which was really great ideas on factors increase the crime rate among the children. Those factors might be factors that increase crime rate among the children. I agree with the opinion, but the most important factor is due to influence of the mass media. Mass media has affected our lifestyle, our socialization, and our living patterns and personality. It's not only affected us by personality, but our young adults as well. The influences as our on teenagers dictates their actions, whether it is by television or newspaper. Teenagers affected by it. The pressure that young adults face on it is trendements, movies as well as a large influence of our teenagers. Teenagers spend large amount of time in front of television, reading magazines and on the internet. They try to adapt what they see and what they hear. Teenagers also imitate what they see. The social media is responsible for body image, self-worth, and disease were several teenagers is influenced by it. Media outlets increase aggressive tendencies in teenagers. They want the latest clothing, latest hairstyle, the newest cars, and also the viscous cycle is continuous. We know that media sometimes fail to tell the real about how they can obtain or achieve things in life. I think this is why media has such an effect on their life.
Thank you, Madam Moderator. I agree that peer pressure can also increase the crime rate among school children. Circle of friends who contribute to violent behavior on a large extent. If the child spends more of his time with his group of friends who has a naughty, haughty, arrogant behavior, he might have a higher tendency to develop that kind of attitude. So it's better for us to avoid our child or to avoid our children to mix with that kind of toxic friends. Peer pressure can influence how children dress, what kind of music they are listening, what kind of behavior they are engaged in, especially uh, risky behaviors such as smoking, taking drugs, and also drinking alcohol.
Pressure can begin early in childhood with children trying to get other kids to play games they want. It generally increases through childhood and reaches the intensity to preteen and teen years. Peer pressure can be negative or positive. Starting in the middle school, children begin to spend more time with friends, less time with their parents and family. In children's age to 11 to 14, it is most common for members of these cliques to be of the same sex. Children will spend a lot of times with friends, interacting by going malls, going to playground, talking on telephone, chatting on instant messaging.
Peer pressure can be extremely strong and seductive. Experiments have shown how peer pressure can influence children to change their mind from acceptable behavior to unacceptable behavior. Children cannot avoid negative peer pressure. It may continue to be the fact of life through childhood into the adulthood. Peer pressure can be found in groups as young age too, when the children will do the simple thing because of other kids are doing it or tell to them. This can affect the children's behavior, social, emotional development, eating habits, playing time, and sleeping patterns. Negative peer pressure occurs when child of teenager friends ask them to do something against the law or very harmful for them. This includes drinking alcohol, taking drugs, smoking cigarettes, cutting classes, vandalism, and also stealing. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of this forum. Thank you, Ms. Logashini, Ms. Satyashri. It was a great idea. Let us think on make decision on those factors that increase the crime rate among the children. The parents need to take very good care of their children. Till then, a very good day and thank you.